Hey there, Dara Posner here, and I want to welcome you to Questions for the Soul. This week, I'm trying something a little bit different and including a video where I get to ask you the question for the week. If you're a first-time subscriber, I've never done this before, so you're joining at just the right time so that you can get the video and the written content, which is what I normally send out. And I'm happy you're here, whether you're a long-time subscriber or brand new. Welcome. And it's nice to see you. Well, I don't actually get to see you, but I'm imagining you there, and it's really fun to do. All right, so this week's questions for the soul. This week's question has to do with where we get our personal value from. And so the question that I invite you to sit with is, from where do I derive my personal value? Or another way to ask the question is, from where do I get my sense of self-worth? Consciously or unconsciously, many of us tend to hinge our sense of value and self-worth upon something outside of ourselves. So some common examples of what this could look like is getting your sense of self-worth from how much you achieve and accomplish in your life. And maybe on top of that, how much recognition you get for those achievements and accomplishments. Another common example is getting your sense of personal value from how needed you are by other people. Another example is getting your sense of value as a person from how unique you are in comparison to other people and how much you can stand out as different from others. So these are just a few of the ways in which we tend to inadvertently and totally unintentionally disempower ourselves by giving putting our sense of value and worth onto something or someone outside of ourselves, whether it's someone else's perception of us or validation of us or approval. When we can recognize that we do this, can take our power back, and all that energy that we put in to getting that perception to be a positive perception, or getting that approval from someone else, or being validated by other people, that takes so much energy away from our lives, and we could take all of that energy back, which becomes the way that we empower ourselves and fuel ourselves to, number one, remember that our value is innate. There's nothing that we can do, and there's nothing anyone else can say or recognize about us that is going to feed that value or take away from it. So once we can remember that, then we can root into that, and we can go out into the world and do the amazing things that we do, and have those achievements and accomplishments, and do wonderful things to support and serve others. Because that's who we are, and that's what we want to do, and that's fun, and that makes life fulfilling and enjoyable. It's no longer this desperate attempt to feel like we matter. And so that's the question I have for you this week. I hope that you find this one really, really powerful. If you feel so inclined, please write to me, respond to this email, and let me know how it went for you, and ask any questions that you have and make requests. I'm open to connecting with you. In fact, I'd really welcome it. And in the meantime, thanks so much for participating in this week's Questions for the Soul, and I'll see you next time.